Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
The power rankings, Ross.
It's Maryland Day.
Maryland Day. Man, there we go. Share. I don't want to share tonight, man. Whoops. I don't want them watching this show. Fourth State Uncut is just kind of a local thing. There we go. Let me fix that. See that? That's a YouTube channel. You guys should subscribe to it. The Keystone Flag Football League channel. Hey, Ross.
Yo.
We got 7 viewers. You know what that means? We can go live. We can start. Let's do it. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's
Maryland Day.
Yeah. Happy Maryland Day, first and foremost, once again, from all of us here at Fourth State Uncut. Secondly, welcome to tonight's episode. We are going to be discussing in this episode the power rankings for both the Keystone and Washington County Flag Football Leagues, as both sit in purgatory and we await the start of the 2020 spring season. Let's give a look at what I think each team ranks right now. Beginning, Ross, with the KFFL. And let's talk about the number 6 team in the power rankings. Because currently, Keystone sits at 6. There's a potential of a 7th team. Let it be known, Keystone is still taking teams at this time. But we have 6 confirmed teams for this upcoming season. And we're going to unveil what those 6 are tonight in the power rankings. And I'm basing this power ranking system off of what I've seen in this off season. What I've been watching in February and March and everything else when we started doing these scrimmages these last couple of weeks. So let's take a look at who I feel like is the number 6 team in the power rankings. Beginning with a team that hasn't practiced at all this offseason, who didn't scrimmage anybody, who the only thing anyone knows about them is they have me, you, and Chris Boone. Obviously, everyone knows about hashtag Team Blunt Talk. But what has hashtag Team Blunt Talk accomplished in the Keystone Flag Football League? What have they done this offseason? We've done nothing. Think about it. You've been busy. I know you've been busy. You've been busy. You got Warriors to worry about. Me, I got work. Boone's got circuit. So I gotta admit, we haven't even had a practice yet. We're in trouble. We gotta get a practice, Ross. We can't though. It's too late.
Unless we have 9 people?
Gotta have 9, but where are we gonna go?
That's true.
That's why I think hashtag Team Blunt Talk is your number 6 team in the power rankings. We've had no practice. Nobody knows who we got. I don't even know who we got. Do you know who we got? You got an idea.
I know we got me. What more do you need?
All you got, all you need. We are TBT. And that's why I feel like we're number 6 right now, Ross. We haven't done anything. We haven't proven anything. Except, we won the Summer Sizzler. We beat the Bullets and we beat Rampage. But that don't mean nothing in the Keystone Flag Football League. Once league ball starts up, it's a whole different game. And we're going to learn the hard way this season. Because Keystone is very competitive. Let me move on to the number 5 team in the Keystone Power Rankings. I'm talking about the Browns. You remember the Browns, Ross?
The only thing I know about the Browns really is Brian Thompson is on there. Is he still on there?
Not just that, but he played quarterback in the scrimmage I watched against Green Machine.
That's pretty wild. When he played for the Warriors, and they're pictured him playing as a quarterback, but that's my man. I like Brian. I miss Brian, man. He's an OG.
Yeah, a true OG Warrior. And I believe he's one of the members of the Browns last season. He was one of the key components of the team. But what do the Browns have this season? That is the real question. From what I saw in that scrimmage against Green Machine, it did not look good.
I don't think I can watch that.
It was bad, Ross. 25-0 was the final of that one. Green Machine mauled the Browns. It was bad. The Browns had nothing. They dressed about 16 guys, but you could tell it wasn't their best. It was a mess, an absolute mess. The Browns looked horrible. They've got the Spartan guys running the team now. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if this is going to be the Spartans all over again, or could it be perhaps a new beginning for the Browns? What do you think, Ross?
I don't know.
You don't know? Of course you don't. You didn't watch the scrimmage.
I didn't. So I'm not even going to speak on it.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad. Number 4 in the KFFL Power Rankings. The Green Machine. Ross, you remember the Green Machine, right?
Yeah.
The team you guys scrimmaged up in Greencastle?
Yeah.
What were your impressions of the Green Machine?
They're all right. That's a lot of guys. It was a scrimmage, so we should actually have real football.
Yeah, I think we all feel the same way.
Yeah.
But looking at that Green Machine squad,
Yeah, they're all right.
going through the games I watched, the first game they had against the Browns, like I said, they mauled them. It was not even close. The Browns had nothing in that scrimmage. Green Machine had almost everything going for them. It was one-sided, just a beat down overall. Green Machine gave it to them. The second scrimmage against the Warriors, I wasn't as impressed. I think they left a lot to be desired in that Warriors scrimmage. Even though the result was only 7-0, I feel like it could have been much, much different.
Which way?
I feel like if it was a full game, the Warriors could have ran away with it.
Sorry.
Just by the way that game was going.
Yeah, that was our first time on the field.
Yeah.
We're only a few times on the field this season so far.
Yeah. And against the Immortals, the Green Machine, I thought bounced back pretty well. They struggled initially, but they turned it around. They won the scrimmage. They defeated the Immortals. And joining me at this time is the captain of Green Machine, somebody I've known for a very, very long time, but making his very first appearance on my show. Dig the Maryland hat. Happy Maryland Day once again.
Maryland Day.
Joining me at this time, Daniel Taylor of the Green Machine. Daniel, welcome to Forest State for the first time. How are you this evening?
What's up, man?
Nothing much. Enjoying a nice beer. Nice evening here with Ross at the house. What about yourself?
I'm just getting off my second job, man. Sitting in the car.
Hey, working hard this off season. It's good to see. Good to see. On the field and off the field, Daniel Taylor. Now tell us, what have you been doing these last couple of weeks while waiting for this whole thing to blow over for the Green Machine?
Quarantine, man.
100%, yeah.
Just staying out of everybody's way as much as possible, washing my hands. But that's not what the show's for. I'm not going to be talking about quarantine. I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of hearing about it, to be honest. But just trying to, give as much detail from the committee of KFFL and let my guys know what's going on. They're eager to play. I'm eager to ready to touch the field again. I'm just waiting on all this stuff to blow over, man.
And Daniel, you're a familiar face to flag football. We here in the Washington County Flag Football League are very familiar with you. You were the one who found survivors back in 2014, and a lot of talent ran through the survivors in our league. What talent are you looking to bring to the KFFL? Is there a lot of former survivor guys coming? Is there a lot of new guys coming? What does this green machine have compared to what the survivors brought to the table?
I got a mix of both vets that were survivors, some from other teams. I also got a mix of some young guys. Across the board, it's going to take a minute for us to get it all together offensively. Our defense looks stout. We're looking to fill a few more spots and figuring out what we can do as an offense. But I believe we're going to get it turned around and be able to make some noise up there, given the right opportunities, putting guys in the right situations.
I definitely can see it right now. Preseason number 4 is the Green Machine in the Keystone Flag Football League. And a lot of that I base off of your performances I saw in the scrimmages. I was there for about 3 of them. I heard about the B scrimmage, which was someone told me 26-12 was the final in favor of the Killer Bees in that one. Tell us what went down in that scrimmage where you guys just couldn't put up any answers against the Killer Bees.
I don't like giving excuses. That's not what my motto when I start a team or put my guys on the field. But all credit to Eric and the Killer Bees. They were more prepared than us. We should have came out with all cylinders, and we did not as a team. And that's on me as a leader. Next time we'll be better.
I believe so. There's definitely a chance of that. The Green Machine, there's a lot of guys there who played for years in Washington County that I saw on the field that Saturday. Don't know who else you guys had. There's definitely a lot of talent. You yourself told me in private conversations you got a lot of guys coming to this squad this upcoming season. But what are your impressions of the squad you did work with? Out of the 4 teams you went up against this offseason, Warriors, Immortals, Killer Bees, and, of course, the Browns, who stood out to you the most?
In regards to talent?
In regards to on-the-field performance, which team stood out to you the most?
Man, all the teams we faced, it's first off the scrimmages, so I can't put any type of real hard sources to that. But respect to all the teams for actually giving us a chance to work with them. I got Ross and the Warriors, man. I know you guys are from Washington County. I had the opportunity to step back and watch them grow from a pretty bad team to a top-tier team, in my opinion.
Team.
I remember the first meeting, Survivors Warriors 2016. I remember watching that game from the sideline. 6-0 was the final Survivors in that one. Warriors' first season, and the last one of the original Survivors, actually.
That was a wild game.
Yeah.
That was a wild game.
That was a muddy, dirty game, and that's actually where I gained a lot of respect for those guys. That was when Keith was still playing, actually.
Keith Cameron.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. But total respect, 100%. Every time I get a chance to step on the field with those guys, much love to you all.
Yeah, it was great to see, and trust me, Daniel, you'll be seeing plenty of Warriors in Keystone this upcoming spring.
I've already figured that, my man. I already figured that.
Now, which ones he'll see, however, that remains to be the question. We'll find out. We got a couple guys coming.
I'll be there. What more do you need?
Hey,
Ross is the ultimate warrior.
Is Sean Moats coming?
Is Sean Moats coming?
Yeah.
Does the bear shit in the wood?
And if he stays awake, we'll have Sean Moats on later tonight.
He actually plays with me as well, and I know he's a warrior too. So
I remember Moats on Survivors. He was actually in that game, Ross, against you guys back in 2016.
yeah.
I remember.
And he was also against you in the Bassford Heritage Bowl a couple years ago. Remember the Warriors' dominant defensive line, 15 sacks combined on both the Railroaders and the Survivors in the Bassford Heritage Bowl.
Yep. You guys hit me a lot, hit me often, and that Brock Klein, Sean Moats. I can't remember the other gentleman's name, but definitely a great defensive line.
And you'll be seeing plenty of it in the KFFL.
I'll be ready, bro.
And I'm ready too. Anyways, anything else to say, Daniel, before we get off tonight?
Man, I just can't wait till the season starts. Again, it's an honor and privilege. Thank you for having me on your show. Green Machine's trying to make some noise when we put on the map this year, so I'm ready to play. I'm
ready to see you on the field. We look forward to it. Hopefully soon we'll cross paths, Daniel.
Oh, we'll definitely cross paths, Joe.
Looking forward to it, cuz.
What was that?
I said looking forward to it, cuz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can't even have family reunions right now, man.
Hey, when TBT and the Green Machine face off, the whole family's allowed to come on up.
You got a family of 10 or less. You can't even have family reunions.
Yeah, but once it's all lifted, when TBT plays the Green Machine, the whole family's invited up.
Wow.
I'll see you up there.
The trophies included.
We can put a trophy on the line.
He's a new basketball.
Or, hey, you pay for my dinner one night or something.
You can buy me B-dubs again, sure. It'd be just like the old Survivor days all over again.
Hey, just remember where you started. Don't forget that.
Started from the bottom. Now I'm here.
Yeah, that's right.
Maryland Day.
Happy Maryland Day. Survivor strong, baby. Survivor strong.
Good stuff, man. Good times.
Good times indeed, Daniel. It's good talking to you. Best of luck. Stay safe out there. And tell Grandma I said hi.
Yes, sir. I'll let her know, man. Thank you.
All right. Daniel Taylor joining us from the Green Machine. And I'll tell you, he's optimistic. He seems very optimistic. I feel like the Green Machine's got a good chance this season under Taylor's leadership and what he brings to the table.
Yeah.
And he's definitely got some ballers on the field. Especially ones you're familiar with, Ross.
That's true.
Anyways.
I had a couple of them. Donnie Glover. One of my favorite Warriors of all time. The man that just showed up and played. Oh, quiet Donnie.
Good old Donnie. He played both sides in that scrimmage, actually. Remember that?
Yeah.
But anyways, continuing on at number 3.
I was just saying,
Oh, we're not done yet. I got the interview out of the way. Number 3 on the countdown is a team that last season had the best secondary in the Washington County Flag Football League. Trademark. Copyright. We're talking about the Tri-State Spartans. And I will give a full Spartans analysis when I get to their county. Because remember, Spartans are in both leagues. So let me break down the Spartans when I get to county.
I thought that's what this was.
This is the Keystone list.
I thought this was all
You thought this was county? Man, how drunk are you, bro?
Well, that's just salty.
I'm kidding. No, it's all love here.
No, I really did. I thought this was going to be all county.
No, I've told you 3 times it's Keystone and County, pal.
I don't think it's the booze there.
Number 2, mostly because I'll talk about the Spartans when we get to county.
Fair enough.
Number 2 in the list is a team that they've climbed the mountain before. They can certainly do it again. It's just a question of, is this their year? I'm talking about the Killer Bees.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to call in, feel free to inbox me. The Killer Bees are number 2 on this list because of the fact that they seem like they are putting together what is perhaps their best squad to date. I've watched them this offseason practicing up in Greencastle. I've watched a little bit of the film against the Green Machine. The Killer Bees look like they're doing pretty good. They look like they got something brewing over there. I think Eric Hardy is bringing what could be his best team since the fall of 18. I think Devin Redmond, with another season under his belt, could be a potential standout in the Keystone Flag Football League. You know he's had to pick up a trick or two from Chris Boone.
True.
And, of course, you look at the Killer Bees and the experience they have. 5th season coming into Keystone. They've been there before. They got to the championship again in 2000 in the fall of 18 and the fall of 19.
Didn't they win one or something?
They won in the fall of 18. They defeated the Ship Flip Gators in the championship.
Oh.
And who's to say they cannot do it again? You know? I just feel like the Killer Bees have a chance. With Devin given another season under his belt and everything else, I'd say that the Killer Bees definitely have a shot. I'm going to go number 2. They're improving. They are the best they've ever been, I feel like. They look sharp on the field. Like Daniel Taylor had a lot of praise for the Killer Bees when he was talking about them earlier. I feel like this is their best squad, and I look forward to seeing what the Bees bring to the table. And I feel like that 28-0 score we posted on them back in November, completely misleading. They're going to be better. And number 1 on the list, the number 1 team in Keystone for the preseason power rankings, I'm talking about the two-time defending spring champions, the X-Dogs. The X-Dogs have only 1 loss in their history of Keystone. And that was last spring to the Immortals, 14-7. That classic game where the Immortals gave the Dogs their first loss in Keystone play. However, the X-Dogs weren't phased. They turned it right around and they won Keystone.
Solid squad.
A damn solid squad. And you know what? I can't really down them. Even though that we don't know what they have, because, you know, it's not going to be the same as last year. I don't believe we have Kinsler coming, or Brady, or Chili.
Mm.
So what do the Dogs have to reload with?
About Judd?
They have Judd. They do have Judd.
Matty Ice?
They do have Matty Ice, but 3 big losses there on that line.
Tyler Ball?
They still do have Bohm. They still have Georgie. They still have Burns.
They got
Still have Morta. Still have plenty of guys. So you feel like they're going to reload? Because I'm feeling to reload too. I think they're reloading.
Judd's wowing it.
They're going to bring a lot of. I think they're about to bring some dogs to the table.
I think so too.
I feel like the X-Dogs, while they may not be the team they were last fall in the Washington County Flag Football League, by the end of the spring, they are a champion contender, if not the champion of KFFL. We'll find out.
You know my power rankings, though?
What's your KFFL power rankings?
What center should I go by? Just my own?
Go by your own. I want to hear this. I've never heard you give your own power rank. This is new.
All right. How many teams we got? 6?
16s. Now let's put it like this. There could be a 7th one. Gusto Land is still pending.
Gusto Land is out there.
Gusto Land is pending. And I will put it out there once again. We at the KFFL are still taking teams.
Yeah, that's really what we should talk about right now. There ends up not being any county, Boston County.
Let's not discuss that. Let's talk.
All right.
Let's talk as if
So
we're
you want to hear my
playing.
power rankings then?
I want to hear your power
The 6
rankings.
teams that we have solidified in the league. I'll go 6 Browns.
6 Browns. Okay. I get the Browns are definitely one of the lower teams right now. I feel like.
Yeah. 5 Green Machine.
Green Machine 5th. Okay.
4 Killer Bees.
Killer Bees.
3 Spartans. 2 X Dogs. Number 1
TBT number 1. Ross, come on. How do you say we're number 1? Like, what's your basis? I mean, what have we done this offseason?
Why not?
I can tell you why not. Number 1. And I'll start with the 5 teams ahead of us.
Especially no Gusto Land.
I think the 5 teams
I want Gusto Land to show up.
I think the 5 teams ahead of us could beat us.
I want Gusto Land to come and all that.
I do too. I hope they do come.
Dude, honestly, I've wanted to play Gusto Land for what, the Winter Chiller? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I want a Gusto Land too.
I like that team a lot, man.
And I hope we do get to see them. But, right now, they got other things in mind. And you know what? I hope they do join the KFFL. I really do. But I feel like there's 5 teams ahead of us right now. And those 5 teams, and the reasons why they're ahead of us are the following. Number 5, Browns, because of the fact that the Browns have more numbers than we do. Think about it. They may have 16 guys, but we got what? Me, you, Boone, and Moats? We just got 4.
Would you say 25-0?
Green Machine wiped the floor with them.
Okay. So, yeah.
Green Machine could beat us. You don't think so?
It's possible.
I mean, you got to look at it realistically, Ross. We're in for the most competitive season in KFFL to date. The Killer Bees are a threat to us. The Green Machine are a threat to us. All these teams are threats to us, Ross. It's going to be war out there. It's going to be hell. We're in for probably the toughest season of our careers. Especially if Gusto Land comes.
The only change I would make to my power ranking.
What's your change?
Would be, I said the only one I would make. I'm not going to officially make it. I like the way my power rankings worked out the first time. The only thing I would maybe change was Green Machine Killer Bees.
You would switch them?
Maybe flip-flop them. Other than that,
You would put the Machine ahead of the Bees?
maybe.
But the Bees beat the Machine.
When?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, scrimmage?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would change.
Okay.
I'm still sticking to my original.
You think the Green Machine's a better team than the Bees overall?
I think they could end up being that way, yeah.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. We'll see about that. I mean, I think that's going to be a good game when it happens.
I do too. Might end up being the game of the year. I'm careful though. Unless Gusto shows up.
Hey, I'm telling them. I've issued.
I do. I want Gusto to show up. I really do.
I'm saying it right now to Bob Moore. If Bob Moore's watching, we're ready. Bring Gusto Land.
Bob Moore, is that who's in charge?
Champ Moore, the quarterback. Yes, sir. Love to see Gusto Land. But anyways, moving on now to Washington County, beginning with the power rankings once again. Beginning at number 9, a team that nobody knows a damn thing about.
Nobody.
Except they're called Voodoo.
And the head honcho is out of Boonesboro, apparently.
Mr. Brandon Redmond.
We do know that.
Now, is he any relation to Devin Redmond? That's the question.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I I don't think so, too.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just speculating, man. I thought maybe there was a connection there or something. But
There's more Redmonds out of Boonesboro, though, that I know. I don't think he's related to them either, though. I don't know. Nobody really knows. He came to the captain's meeting, though.
he did. But who's he got?
Him and
What?
some other guy.
What talent? Yeah, he had some other dude with him. So what
Some
talent?
other dude came in.
So let's think about it like this: what more talent is out there that we don't know about? Do they have guys?
Uh-huh.
What if they shove a bunch of Boonesboro guys, Ross?
It'd be wild.
And it's just a mini Warriors.
It'd be really wild if that happened.
And they have Smithsburg collars on top of
I
it.
have yet to hear about it.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? I don't think that's what this is. I think he may be in college or something.
If he's a college kid,
Might be a bunch of shepherd boy. I don't know.
hard to tell.
I don't know.
We don't know what Voodoo is, but I guess we'll find out. Number 8 on the power rankings, a team that I haven't really heard much about, but from what everybody tells me, they're not that great. But apparently they have Deion Page on their team and Markel Simpkins. Boy, this is pure chaos.
Cam said if he had to pick one player, that'd be the one.
Hey, I got pure chaos is I got pure chaos number 8 here.
Number 8. That's fair enough.
And the reason for that is because from what I've seen, I haven't seen much of them to really judge them, to really say much about them.
We know way more about them than we do about Voodoo, though.
Way more about them, yeah. At least their players, from what I hear, they might have a couple guys coming. I don't know.
Scrimmages and stuff.
Voodoo, on the other hand, is a ghost team. We know nothing about them.
Just showed up.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go number 8 for them because not much. I haven't seen much on them, but for the stuff I've heard, they're not that great. So I'm gonna go number 8. Number 7, a team that last year in the KFFL made history when they became the first team to beat the X-Dogs, but we're not gonna get that team exactly, are we? We're talking about the Immortals, which, from what I've seen, have a lot of good skill players, a lot of good flag guys, guys who definitely know flag football, or at least understand the game. But where's the beef? Where's the line?
There's no beef.
There's no beef.
Beef is not what's for dinner.
Not, especially not.
Immortals. A
lot of skinny dudes. Yeah, I don't see it. Not in the Washington County Flag Football League. This is not a WCFFL team.
Fast.
And apparently they gave Pure Chaos some trouble. And they held their own against you guys.
They do need beef.
They held their own against the Warriors.
They do need beef.
They need it, yeah. But Ruckus blew them away. So, we'll see. That squad was mercenaries for sure, Regan. That was an awesome team to watch. That Immortals team is one of my favorite teams of all time. I'm not going to lie.
It's actually a really good name for them.
Immortals.
Yeah, mercenaries.
Mercenaries was perfect.
That would have been a good name for them.
That would have been a perfect name for them.
Yeah, like you said, they're a totally different team. They're young. They're fast. Like I said, they're fast and young.
They can pull flags. They can catch balls.
We're good at pulling flags. So I'll give a couple of them credit for that.
But they're going to need a lot of beef to compete in the Washington County Flag Football League.
It was a scrimmage. They do need beef.
I 100% agree on that statement. Number 6 on our countdown is a team that I don't know much about, except for the fact that they have Clancy and TJ Williams. And they have Mayo.
Another team.
We're talking about the good Mayo.
You said that, not me, man.
All jokes aside.
Do we count them now?
The Reckless Villains?
They're in there, right?
They're here. They're real. They're here. The Reckless Villains. But what do they got? They only had eight.
I don't like spilling too much from the captain's meeting, but like
they weren't at the meeting.
There was zero representation.
But Kevin Clancy was at the scrimmage.
Even Voodoo.
I'm telling you though. I think there's a misunderstanding. I think they just were supposed to have someone go, but maybe something came up. We don't know what happened. Clancy probably had issues after. We don't know what happened. Maybe he wasn't supposed to go. He went to the scrimmage. He looked pretty damn good in that scrimmage. He threw a couple touchdown passes. The thing was in that scrimmage, though, was they only dressed about 9 guys.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Don't know what's going on there. I think they'll have the talent, though. I don't think there's no BS around this team. There definitely isn't. This is a legit squad, and I feel like the Reckless Villains is going to be underrated going to this season.
Bob Bullett's going on over there. Bob Bullett's flying around over there in the Villains camp.
I know they have Jared Cohen.
So they got the beef.
And I'll tell you, Jared Cohen is an excellent, excellent offensive lineman.
I've heard stories.
Quite an athlete. Really looking forward to seeing him on the field this season. Especially in the Washington County Flag Football League. But anywho, thank you, Skype, for that update. Going back to the rankings, number 5, I'm going to have to go with the Tri-State Spartans. Here's my analysis on the Spartans. Number 1, the trenches will be better. They just need time. They have some key signings. They brought Dom over. They're definitely a better team than what they were a month ago in that scrimmage. But that said, I have to see it to be convinced of that they're legit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you got to convince me that Keenan Pooler is not going to make the same mistakes that he made in recent years. Like, you got to assure me that
you truly do have the best secondary in the league.
Yes. Like,
just talk about it, be about it.
Like, you guys got to actually have a good secondary. The problem was that secondary got torched a good bit as the season went on in most games. But they played inconsistent, too. Some games they played one half, and that was it.
They were in a lot of games, too. Late things happened and blah, blah. I remember that, too.
They had bad starts. They had bad finishes.
Right.
The Broadax game, they were down 18-0. They pulled them in 6, too short. The Ruckus game, they should have won. The Spartans couldn't finish a damn game to save their life last year. It was bad. And that's what really killed that Spartans team. This Spartans team, on the other hand, to me, is a preseason 3 in KFFL because of the fact that they definitely do bring a lot to the table in Keystone. They have a more balanced out team coming into Keystone than the other 3 below them. What hurts them is the question of, can they get off of the deep ball? Can they put together a more balanced attack? We'll see. I just feel like right now the Spartans are number 5 because I don't think they're 100% there yet to be up above the other teams. But we'll see. I just got him number 5 for the moment. Number 4 on the list, breaking it down once again, is the program. The Cramley, number 4 on the list. And honestly, if that Spartan scrimmage is any indication of the Cramley and how they're going to be this year, I'm mildly concerned. And I know you're going to say number 4, though, but I don't think they're a strong number 4. There's a lot of questions. Can Ant Smith step up and be the quarterback that the program needs? Can they be the spark the program needs to get over the hump and get to that next step as a franchise? Or is this the season where Ant falters? And if they don't go with Ant, then who's up next? Because the program, they have a carousel at quarterback. You got to look at their history. They've never been able to stick to one guy long enough. The longest commitment was Adam Malott, 1 year. But then they dropped Adam as soon as Adam faltered. So the question becomes, is Ant Smith the guy? And is this Cramley a bit too crammed?
Man, I'm so tired of hearing cram shit.
Or is it just deaf?
If I'm being honest.
We'll find out.
I'm going to stick with my hashtag scram.
Scram.
I like that, though. You could always do a flippy floppy with them and Spartans.
You think Spartans are better?
Depending on how it all goes. Almost like Killer Bees and Dream Machine and Kevin fell.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think that's a good case. You can make a strong case for that.
Sauce is still in the mouth. Who you got next?
Number 3 on the countdown is a team that we were wondering about a month ago, but now we got a better idea of what they are. I'm talking about Ruckus.
Yeah, so you go to the 13.
Ruckus is number 3 on the countdown because of the fact that they look like a whole new team. Oh my God, did they look good against the Immortals in that scrimmage. Adam Malott looked like the Adam Malott of old. Yeah, speaking of Adam, he's a difference maker. That program Ruckus game this season could be very interesting. Adam Malott versus his old team. But you've not just adding Adam though, but you look at the merger with Brunswick, bringing those two franchises together has allowed Ruckus to be a much stronger, well-balanced, overall, well-rounded team. This is possibly the best team the Orangemen have had since Scotty was there. And you take a look at Adam and how he played against the Immortals, he didn't look like the Adam Malott that we watched last spring. He was able to get out of the pocket. He was able to get the ball out. He was calm. He was collective. He looked like the Adam Malott of 2018. And joining us at this time is a member of Ruckus, one of their longtime members, who has watched this franchise grown a lot over the last several years and will be here yet again for the next evolutionary step. I am talking about their running back star, Damian Coates.
What's up, man?
Damian, how are you this evening?
In the house.
Yeah, I understand that. That's enjoying your quarantine?
No, not really, but it is what it is right now.
No, I feel it. It's been a rough couple weeks. Hopefully we can get past this and move on back to ball.
Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully very soon. Looks like to be April 18th and 19th weekend at the earliest.
Yeah, word. I'm hoping.
That's what we're all hoping for. We'll find out. But anyways, Damian, the last time we talked, you said if anybody loses to Ruckus this year, they suck. But I don't know. This looks like a really good Ruckus team that I saw a couple weeks ago against the Immortals.
Yeah, but Immortals, a bunch of young kids. It's not the Immortals from Keystone, but it was a nice little test. Just see where we were. We scrimmaged the program the following week. It was close. It was They scored when we did the 10s, and then we scored once whenever we went live, like close, like always, how we play them.
Yeah, yeah. How did that scrimmage go? I didn't get a chance to see that one.
It was nice. Like we did better as the scrimmage went on. We got better. That was nice progress. You know what I mean? But yeah, their D line's pretty. They got a pretty solid D line. Probably going to be better than what a lot of people expected, but they're going to get back there. Secondary's pretty decent. Like their defense is going to be strong. It always is, but that's really about it. I saw them. You know what I mean? They got some offensive weapons, but
Yeah. And it seems like Ruckus, I will say, you guys are very loaded from the looks of things. Tell me about the merger with Railroaders, how the two squads coming together has changed the dynamic of this team.
so a few of them definitely filled a lot of like places that we definitely needed. Like we were very shorthanded, but like once Dustin like put the idea in, and we usually play with a lot of them when we would travel, so it kind of just worked out. Offensive line was definitely a big. We'd have been all right, but like with adding Nick and Brian, we're definitely a plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we could put Nick at nose tackle too, so like that's definitely another need that we needed.
And you talk about the other additions as well, Timmy Privet to the offense, and Damian Coates, you in the backfield again.
Yeah, it feels good. Pretty
It's
happy about that.
it's been a while. In fact, people forget there was a time of day where Damian Coates was considered a top 3 running back in this league. There's a poll from
Yeah.
2017 where he's on there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to fuck some people up.
I'm looking forward to seeing you back in the backfield. I feel like you as a running threat has been missing from that Ruckus offense for a while, and that is something I felt like Ruckus was sorely missing last year, was an actual running attack.
Yeah, I mean, last few seasons I just rolled with it. It is what it is. But no, I mean, some people dropped off, so I saw the opportunity and took it.
And I feel like it's going to be a big opportunity for you, Damian. I feel like you could be in for what could be a resurgent season compared to the last couple of years where the Ruckus running game had dropped off almost completely after Scotty left.
Yeah, Scotty definitely kind of like put me on, but yeah, I mean, I played with Adam before too, so that's nice.
That is true. A reunion of the program's offense from 2018. Remember that season where the program went 7-1 and got to the semifinals before falling to the affiliate nation with Adam Malott back there at quarterback. What do you see out of Adam that gives you confidence in this upcoming season?
I'm just probably just getting people the ball. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna always be happy what your quarterback does. You know what I mean? So just gotta roll with it. Can't get on his back whenever he fucks up. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to be a little bit more positive. Hopefully that works this season if we play.
Let's hope so. I'm hoping so. So Ruckus, what season is this for you guys? Number 12 already?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've been with him for at least 8 of them.
You're about to say you've seen a lot of Ruckus over the years. You've seen how much things have changed. What's so different about this team compared to others?
It's no arguing anymore. Everybody like has like, you know what I mean, somewhat more people like, how would I put it? Yeah, pretty much it's no bitching. It's just we're just playing, like having fun like it should be. You know what I mean? There's no complaining. Like shit might not go the way you want to every time, so just gotta move on. Keep it moving. You know, I mean, you can't get down on yourself when like I remember like a lot of times playing on other teams is like once one bad thing happened, everybody's walking around with their fucking heads down, and that's not this team. You know what I mean? especially with like some of the Brunswick guys, with some of them like not in flag, not winning a lot. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, definitely, we're gonna be better than what people think. But my goal going into the season is just trying to stay in the A bracket, pretty much stay in the A bracket team. You know what I mean? And see if we do better than that, I'll be happy. But you know what I mean? That's just the goal right now, especially with a lot of new pieces.
And I feel like that's a realistic prediction. I feel like this Ruckus Railroaders merger has brought together two teams who were both faltering and looking at a very downward trajectory. And now with the two together, it brings a lot of good news to both sides. It fills a lot of needs and concerns.
I like it.
I think it's going to be good.
They're still gonna
I told Tyler, was it a few days ago, I was like, Tyler, not even because of you. Like, I know Boonesboro, they're probably number one, and I'm hearing a lot of stuff coming out of what y'all doing, and I'm like, I know y'all guys gonna have a good team, but I was like, just to see Ross' face and see him cry, we don't play this season, so that team doesn't even see the fucking field.
Sure. If that's the best you got, I'll take it.
Please, always talking shit. Yeah, I'm hearing good things for you guys, and pretty hype over there. I see.
What are you hearing? I want to hear what you're hearing.
Tyler says you're the best GM of all time, and I had to agree with him with that. I was just like, what the fuck is he doing over there?
I got no argument for that. What else are you hearing?
Nothing. Shit, I'll keep that to myself. I'm just going to talk to my teammates.
All right.
Fair
enough.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I don't talk to nobody about shit no more. There's a whole bunch of rats in this league.
I'll take that.
Hey, we're a high school. Word travels fast around here.
It does.
Oh, yeah, it does feel like high school. Can't trust a motherfucking either.
Very true.
Motherfuckers coming to your practice and go to another practice and then be team hopping all the time.
That's literally happened to us before.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a guy last year who went from Warriors to Spartans to Broadax to program?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one dude. I know you're talking about.
He was even on TBT for a hot second.
Grand cracker, man. Whatever happened to that guy? Is he still around?
If anybody has seen Austin Graham, please let us know.
Oh, grand cracker.
But yeah, we got way off topic there.
That guy was awesome.
But I'm excited for Ruckus and what they bring to the
You did
table.
all that in the preseason. That was the best part.
You still talking about Grand Cracker?
Yeah, man.
Oh my
You
god!
brought him up, not me.
I didn't mean for you to keep going on about him.
Why not? What else we had to talk about?
Talk about Ruckus.
No,
Ruckus.
Let's move on.
You ready to move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
You can leave Dan.
I'm tired of hearing Ross's voice.
All right. We'll move on from Ruckus. Damien, any last words?
Nah, I ain't gonna say what I usually say. You guys have a good night. You too, Ross.
I told him to leave you on here for the next
crossing the fucking fingers.
Best GM.
Best GM.
I'll take it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get you a plaque.
You gotta get a whole plaque, Ross.
Look, I'll even remove all the pictures back here.
All the pictures.
And I'll put the plaque behind Joey, and that'll be in the background.
I'll give you my Winter Chiller. I'll give you my Winter Chiller trophy too.
But so you would definitely get in trouble. Those are your family portraits. This is your family behind you, right? I don't think your girl's gonna have that.
Yeah, should do it.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, girls get over everything, you know.
They need freshened up back
Yeah,
there.
okay.
All right, Damien. We'll hopefully see you on the football field soon. Best of luck. Stay safe out there.
We can't even fucking practice, man.
I know, man. Shit's wild. Like, we can't hold scrimmages or nothing right now.
I don't know how much longer I can do this, man. There's no hockey. There's no nothing, man.
Hardcore cabin fever right now.
It just sucks.
Motherfuckers need to just stay in the house and let's get this shit over with so I can go back to making money. I'm pretty pissed off about this shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure
It's
which way
annoying.
we take this.
I'm not really happy about this.
Do we all just stay home, or do we all try to get this shit
no,
and
trust
get
me,
over it?
I totally get where you're coming from on that, Damien.
Yeah. But all right, guys, you have a good night. Take it easy.
You too.
Peace.
Peace. Damien Coach joining us. As we move on to the number 2 team on the list, I'm talking about the Warriors.
Oh, damn.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Because we'd never beat Broadax. So it makes perfect sense.
You guys just...
That's that one team, man. We can't get past, man.
That's a reason. That's a reason.
No matter what I do.
That's a reason. But here's the other reasons.
This was our year, though. Damn it.
I don't know if you guys have 100% capability of getting the job done come postseason. Broadax is a lot more deeper in the trenches now than what they were last season. And since I don't have anyone else on tonight, I'm just going to say Warriors 2 and Broadax 1. Because of the fact that Broadax, I feel like...
Flippy floppy here.
What flippy floppy? I just feel like Broadax is bringing a deeper team than what the Warriors bring to the table.
Hell,
They bring a better quarterback than the Warriors bring to the table. I think Timmy Townsend is about to take the crown of the Washington County Flag Football League this season. I genuinely 100% believe that. I think Timmy, you think he's a sophomore slump coming?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so. I think this is Timmy's year. I think it's Timmy time. Timmy time.
Timmy and Tommy.
Timmy and Tommy. Timmy and Tommy Hoffman.
I definitely think that's, since I did my KFFL, and I know you want to sign off or whatever, since I did my KFFL power rankings, top of yours too.
Yeah.
I like yours, just flippy floppy Warriors and Broadax.
You got Warriors at 1 over Broadax. I'm going to tell you, Warriors, you guys got the trenches, but you're missing
But
one
I
thing.
also, hold on, let me say this too. The next 3 are toss up too. If we have a season, depending on how everything in the regular season plays out and all that.
Yeah.
The next 3 are also flippy floppy too. You can almost interchange them all. Ruckus, Spartans, and what, Villains? Depending on how everything works out.
And there's a lot of parity in this upcoming season.
All right.
I feel like there's at least 6 or 7 bona fide contenders in this league coming up.
No matter what I heard, I'm the best GM. I heard that from, I didn't say it.
I'm the worst GM. I put together a blunt talk team of only 4 guys.
That's all you need.
4-man team.
They're
I like
best.
it.
They're the best 4 guys you could ever ask for.
Harvey?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be wild. Let's get past this, whatever the hell is going on right now. Let's football, man.
Let's
Get hockey back up and going. Let's get life back up and going.
Let's get flag going, man. I'm ready.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's roll out the. You know what? Let's just say we were playing on Sunday. And let's just say I were to make predictions.
Dude, that original schedule was nuts, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Me and J-Dub, rock, paper, scissors for everything and everything, man.
Yeah.
The original week 1, Washington County was.
Now we don't know what kind of schedule we're going to have.
It'd be wild.
Get ready for a lot of double headers.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm ready for that.
I'm excited for football. Let's just please get out of this epidemic, this
That's what I'm
pandemic.
saying. Let's get past this shit.
Let's move on.
Start getting back to Warriors winning ways.
Let's hope that
The 3 W's.
Let's hope that President Trump's date of April 12th actually happens. Because we need it.
I heard Italy and China's are going back down. I don't know.
there's a lot of negative going on in the world right now. We need a lot of positive to look forward to. Um, at this time, I want to speak out.
Easter.
Hope so. But at this time, let's give a shout out and someone to keep in our thoughts and prayers over the next couple of weeks, months, however long it may be. I'm talking about Kenny Diener, who is currently suffering from stage 3 of cancer, and I believe it's in the throat area. And he is undergoing chemo on Monday in order to hopefully defeat cancer and get past. And hopefully Kenny can beat this.
Yeah,
like he's taken down many young bucks on and off the field. He can't survive, and he will. Best of luck to you, Kenny.
He's still young, man. So.
Stay safe out there, buddy. And that's really about it for tonight.
Indeed.
Best of luck to Kenny Diener. Best of luck to all of you out there as we get
number 6. Warriors number 1.
Nah.
Like it. That's.
We'll sign off on that note. Stay safe out there, everybody. Be careful, and best of luck. We'll see you next week for Blunt Talk as we return for our season premiere. As for Fourth State, we'll return in 2 weeks.